it's Tara here with Createlifepaperwords, and today I have for you week 27 process video. So I absolutely loved this layout that I did. I'm so happy with it, except for one little card in the corner, and maybe you guys have some ideas for me on how I can change it up. I think what I really love about this is the colors. They were such fun colors to work with. All the cards except the very top one where it says book review are from the Teal Lime Press, and they are part of her travel kits that she has. So what I immediately gravitated to, first of all, was this one card that I have week 27 on. I do end up changing it, but I really like it. It's in a really soft blush pink tone, and it's sort of a wood grain look to it. So it's a really cool look, and it's a really nice soft card. So that's sort of where I started from. I saw that card and just built everything around that. I'm also loving this Go See Do card in the beautiful sort of aqua teal color. It just really grabs your attention. So that's why I sort of chose these colors. And as you can see, I'm only working on one side. So I'm working on the left side of this. And the reason for that is because the other side, I went on a road trip with my family, and I actually used the Project Life app to do that side. So I printed them as 4x4s, and instead of doing a bunch of embellishments and that kind of stuff, I just stuck them into a 12x12 page with squares that are 4x4 each, and I'm pretty much just leaving it as is. So this is the one that I'm mainly working on this week. So as you can see, I ended up changing my title card. I decided I wanted it down on the bottom left side instead, and that was more because I had an idea of what I wanted to do with the top left card, and the main reason I decided to change it was I needed it to be a little lighter for what I wanted to do on that. So you will see me work on that a little bit later. So at this point now, I'm just really trying to decide what to do with that card in the bottom right hand corner. It's got the diagonal stripe on it, and it takes me a while. I have to, leave it and go back to it and leave it and go back to it. This card that I had the least amount of difficulty with this week was the one from where I stand, the picture in the middle, and I just love it. It's so simple. All I used was one of the Colorcast Designs hashtag from where I stand wood veneers, and then just a little bit of writing underneath and a small geotag, and it's absolutely my most favorite card. Yeah, for the top left card, and I decide to use my currently acrylic that I got with my Studio Calico subscription, and as you can see, it was actually broken. The Y came off. I did contact Studio Calico, and they actually sent me a new one and replaced it for me, so that was really nice. So what I decide to do with this card is I stamp some lines on it, and then I use my currently little stamps, and I stamp loving, reading, watching, that kind of stuff on it. And I really love how this card turned out. I find that it's just really fun. The color's great, and it just goes really nicely with this smaller type of less photo-based page that I'm doing. Okay, so now back to this card in the bottom right-hand corner. I really had time with this, so what I decided to do after leaving it for a few minutes is to go back through my Teal Lime Press stack of cards that I'd printed off and see if I could maybe find something that I could cut down, that would go. I feel like I need a little bit of writing on it, so I find this one card and I cut the writing out of it, so I just make it a little bit smaller. And then I pull out another card, a 3x4 card, and I layer it. So I've got my 4x6, and then in the left corner I have a 3x4, and then I put in these words that I've got, and then I put in a little camera icon. I put a doily on there, that little white cute doily that you see, and then I have some hearts that I put on there. And then I hope that's good. So then I put it aside, and I think I'm just going to move on to the next part. So I'm working right now on putting in the map of Heritage Park. So I get my page protector out, and I start cutting everything, which is pretty easy. Everything is cut at 3 by 4, and then I've got a little bit of overhang, so I use my fuse, and I just very, very quickly fuse it all up, and then I go ahead and turn it over. I want to put this sort of legend on the back side of it, and so again, cut it at 3 by 4, and then I've got a little extra left over. It of course already fits in because it's the exact same width-wise. So after I've got that done, I just sort of give it a quick trim on both the side and the bottom. So it's not a 12 by 12 card by any, or a layout by any means. And I decide that I do need a little bit extra at the very bottom. So I pull out my map. I pull out some cards as well, but I don't really find the cards that I want. So I use my other little map that they had given me. It was really nice. When I went to pay, they said, "Oh, okay, here's your map." And I said, "Oh, perfect. Can I just have an extra one? It's just for my scrapbook." And the lady said, "Oh, here, have this as well." And she went and got me this other pamphlet. So I thought that was really nice that they were helping me with my scrapbook. And then I just want to do a little bit of journaling. So I find this card, cut it down. This is actually from last year's Studio Calico July kit. And it says on it, "Oh, hello, July." So I thought that was great. I just sort of pulled it out without even realizing it, but the colors went really well. And then it had the July on there, so I thought, oh, this is perfect. I should use this up. So I get that done, and I go back to this 12 by 12 left side layout again. And it's going a little bit better. I decide to add a little bit of washi tape to my currently card, and then I decide to add a little bit more washi tape to the card on the bottom right, hoping that sort of gives it just a little bit more character and a little bit more look. It also ties in some of the blue colors that I have going on in the other cards as well. And then I add a few enamel dots because I always like to use enamel dots. I find that they just give it a little bit more depth to your spreads and a little bit more color as well. And then once I have that done, I'm pretty happy with how everything looks. So I grab my page protector, and I just want to show everyone what it looks like. So I put them in and have it set up as it would be in my album. And then it's pretty much done. And as you can see, I've also got my right hand side as well, and that's got those cute little 4x4s that I made with the Project Life app. So I want to thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate this. We're over 100 subscribers now, and I think that's awesome. So thank you so much, everyone, for watching this and for all my other videos. And we will see you next time.